Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day today. I am here to talk to you about one of our assignments. It's the Industry Mentor Meal and Job Site Tour. One of the things that you will find in the construction industry is that it is very reliant on how well you perform your task and your duties, and also your relationships that you build. And so this semester, in addition to getting to know Iowa State and the Con-E program, we want you to meet some industry mentors or an industry mentor and take a job site tour to learn from them and start to build that network or those relationships that you will foster for the rest of your career. To do this assignment, it will take 4 tasks on your part. The first is to email your industry mentor. You will need to set up a time and date for your meal that you will have with them and a job site tour. And those can happen at the same time or at different times. And then you'll also need to actually complete that tour and the meal. And then later on, you'll do in the semester, you'll do a presentation on that job site tour and your interactions with the mentor. So as I said, this is on an assignment, or I didn't say this, but it is on an assignment sheet, and I'm showing this on my screen for you. I just walked through each of the tasks, task A, B, and C for assignment 4. There's the purpose here. Like I said, it's to encourage you to get to know some of the industry and foster those relationships. In order to do this, the first task, as I said, is to contact your industry mentor. You'll need to send an email to them and a text message, and you'll need to do this early in this semester, like within the next week, and prompt them if they haven't responded, or if they don't respond right away, ask them to send a reminder email to them. You'll need to have set up the time and date and location of your meal and tour by the 10th of September. So again, early in the semester, and I'm going to encourage you to do this as early as possible. And each of your industry mentors know this, that we're encouraging this, just because we're not sure how long we're going to be able to actually stay on campus or stay, in person for this semester. So I would encourage you to get this date and time as early as possible. And then you will need to let your industry mentor know that you have set this up. So you'll need to text them and establish that communication. You'll get points for that. And then once you actually have the time and date set up, you'll need to let your peer mentor know about that, and you will get points for that. In addition to getting all of that information set up, you will also need to complete this form for an agreement that you're going to be traveling as part of this job site tour. You will need to fill in the highlighted portions of this. So the location, the dates, what's to be included. And you don't have to get terribly detailed. It could just say, we're going to go on a job site tour at this location, and then we're going to go out to a meal afterwards at this location on this date. You will need to read through, add your medical emergency information. So mom, dad, someone else that you want to, in case something happens, that someone would need to contact. So their name, their relationship to you. It can be a friend. It can be whoever you deem is the appropriate person there. And then you will need to sign. You'll need to get your name printed on here and then sign this. And this form you will need to upload to Canvas in order to get the points for this assignment, or this portion of the assignment. And then once you've done that, you will need to think through what you're going to talk about on this job site tour. What kinds of questions are you going to ask? Are you going to ask them about what's the hardest task, who scheduled it, how they're actually completing some of the tasks? Maybe you want to ask things specific about COVID. Maybe you want to say, did they get to continue working, or how did the job site change after COVID? Or you can ask, maybe about the equipment that they're using, or what their owner is that they're working with. Or what contractors are they working with? Because some of these industry mentors are owners and some of them are contractors. So you'll need to kind of get to know them a little bit more, and do that before you go on your job site tour, just so you have some thoughts about how you're going to talk to them and what you're going to ask them about. You also need to make sure that you have the appropriate PPE, so personal protective equipment. So that includes your hard hat, safety glasses, a safety vest. And then there's also other precautions that may be required, such as a mask for your job site tour. You'll want to confirm with your industry mentor all the PPE requirements, because some of them may require gloves, others may not. So make sure you know what those requirements are before you go on your visit. And then when you go on your visit, make sure you take them with you. Then you'll need to actually complete your visit with your industry mentor. And again, that's a job site visit as well as a meal. It can be lunch, dinner, could be a snack or something too, but we want you to interact with them on the job site and then also in a more informal setting, just to kind of get to know who they are. Maybe you could ask them about how they got excited about construction or got into what they have found as maybe the most challenging thing once they recently graduated. All your industry mentors are from our Connie program, so you can maybe even ask them about their experiences as a Connie. So you'll need to complete the job site tour and the meal by October 8th. Again, earlier is going to be beneficial in this case, most likely. And you'll get points for, again, contacting the industry mentor, getting the details of your your meal and job site tour done, as well as that trip agreement, and then actually attending the meal and the job site tour will get you points for this, for a total of 30 points this semester. Here's a listing of the industry mentors. Again, I have their degrees listed, so they are all alumni of ours, and all fairly recently. So you could ask them questions not just about their job site, but about their relationship to Iowa State and to the Connie program. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your peer mentors, Emily or myself, and we'd be happy to answer those. Have an awesome day.